Hello and welcome to the second video on making music with code using strudel. This video is entitled Drum and Notes. We're going to look at drum beats again, take it a little bit deeper, and if we can get that far, we're going to go into making musical notes. We started last week with a basic drum beat that comes with strudel. When you open it up, it looks something like this. We changed the speed. Pointed out that this S is short for sound, which is important because we're going to be looking at notes either the end of this video or into the next video. Um, the dollar sign indicates a new piece of music, a new stanza of music. This plays a bass drum, hi-hat, and open hat, 4 beats. The noises come from a bank of TR909, which is a drum machine. Dot bank is a function call, and this is the parameter that passed to it. It is plain text, so we write it in speech marks. This is also a function call for decay deck. The value we're passing to it is a computer value, so we don't put it in speech marks. And we're picking 0.4, which is a nice middle ground. We play with that. We'll comment that out. So 2 slashes prevent it from playing. Okay. If you don't want to do 2 slashes or you want to comment out a whole bunch of lines, you can do slash asterisk, which does the same thing. A bit more clumsy if you're just doing 1 line, but if you've got multiple lines to comment out, then slash asterisk is absolutely fine. We played it about with that, and we ended up with 2 lines of code, probably similar to this. So 1 line. We added a piano roll for visualization. And then add a second line that plays concurrently. That's why you do the dollar signs, so that the stanzas of music play concurrently, play at the same time. This one runs faster, but it's got less to play. And it's from the bank of DMX with a decay and the piano roll for visualization. I'm generally looking for. So that's all great fun and makes us look wonderful. But let's take a more structured approach. What we're going to play, what we're going to put it into a drum sequence. Where do we all start? How do we do this all properly? Well, a good place to start is to Google it, which is exactly what I did. I Googled basic drum beats, basic rock and roll drum beats, and it led me to a Reddit article. And this Reddit article says, yeah, it's super simple. 4/4 time, quarter notes on the bass drum, kick drum, 8th notes on the hi-hat, 2 and 4 on the snare. We haven't played with the snare, but that should be simple enough. There's 3 lines of code, quarter notes on the bass drum, so 4 on the bass drum, 8 on the hi-hat, and 2 on the snare. That shouldn't be that difficult, just 3 lines of code. Okay, so let's go back into Strudel. Let's have a look at it. So here's the first line. Like the instruction said, bass drum, 4 beats to the bar. We're taking it from the bank, so it's just a bass drum. Take it from the bank of DMX. Other drum machines are available. Drum machines you can pick from here, just find one that you like. As I said last week, you'll find that some of these are just individual the individual hi-hat. So you have to edit this, try and guess. There's DMX hi-hat, but we want all the DMX. You just edit that a little bit, use some common sense until it works, and just get DMX out of it. Decay and piano roll. So 4 beats to the bar. Let's play that. Sounds okay. The next bit was 4 beats to the bar, 8 notes on the hi-hat or the ride cymbal. Let's do the hi-hat. So there we have hi-hat. So a new sound, hi-hat, 8 beats to the bar from DMX, decay 4 piano roll. So it's you can copy and paste the line above, copy and paste the line above, and just edit it. So edit it to bass drum, hi-hat, 4 and 8. From the bank of TMX, you can try. You can go to TR909 if you want to, TR909, or hunt around for another one. Play that. It'll play the same time as this one, and you'll see where they both fit together. So that's okay. The last bit was beats going for on the snare. Okay, so we just need to use the 2 as a speed because we're already using the 4. We wanted it half that. We wanted half that. So that's obviously 2. So 4 is our root beat, and that's playing 2 of these to one of those, as you can tell by the piano roll. And we want to halve that one, so we change that to 2. So we can just copy and paste that line and edit it for a snare drum. And that's what we have here. We have a new sound, snare drum, 2, bank of DMX, decay burner, exactly the same as the others. You just copy paste it, edit it to fit. And now you're getting the full drum kit. Right, the full drum kit. You're getting the feet, what a drummer would use his foot for playing this. And then right hand for the hi-hat and left hand on the snare drum. Make that a bit more resonant. There you have it. So you can build up a full drum kit through various stanzas and make up a drum beat similar to a drum machine. As promised, I said we'd probably add some notes to this. So how are notes connected? Well, so it starts a new piece of music. So we start with the dollar sign and the full colon, which is working for some reason. There you go. Dollar sign, colon, dollar sign, colon. And we're going to tell the computer to make a note, the sound of a note. So it's a function call. We're going to pass to it a computer value, a computer readable value, not plain text. So we're going to put 50 and it'll play like that. What does that mean? Well, that means MIDI note 50. What does that mean? It's a table of MIDI notes. And if you hunt around for 50, there we go. That's a D in the third octave. Okay. Yeah. Means nothing. So let's make that a bit more human understandable. So that's a computer instruction, then note 50, not human compatible. The table told us that that was D in the third octave, so what do we write that instead? D in the third octave. By third octave, I mean the third octave of the piano keyboard. So the higher notes are on the left-hand side, and the lower notes are on the right-hand side. So that is towards the left-hand side for being roughly the middle. Um, so now let's play a note, human readable format. So it's in speech marks and D3. And if we're right, that should play the same tone. So let's get rid of that line. Right, those tones are pretty annoying. So let's get a piano to play it instead. That should be it. Doing something wrong. Sound piano in speech marks. That's a human word, not a computer word. That should play that sound through a piano. Which indeed it does. That's a bit of a grand piano, so there's a lot of resonance to the sound. So we probably want to decay it to say 0.3, and that'll get more clinky, more honky tonk. There you go. That's how we get notes on top of our drum beat. This is not going to make much sense, but it's a good place to finish. It will obviously all play together. Let's just copy and paste that. Let's put a piano roll so we can see what is happening. You get the idea. So that will be developed next video, which hopefully be within the next week, and I'll see you all then.